Actionists. I am Rorschach, and with me I have...
Yeah, Spectre.
Where are we right now?
I don't know.
We're in a new place. Consider this an inaugural box opening in my now finished basement. Project that I've been working on for the better part of
for a long time
6
now,
months now. Breaks between holidays and personal matter stuff, life. But we're here.
And doing any kind of renovation, it takes time and a lot of effort and stuff. So it turned out great. We have a room tour coming up, right?
Yeah, room tour is gonna be ready to go hopefully within the next week or so. I'm literally just waiting on one item. I'm waiting on a rug. It's gonna really tie the room together.
Pull everything together. It looks pretty bad right now. But
yeah.
Once you have that rug down, it's gonna be like, oh my god.
What are we doing today?
Well, so today, so watch out for that. We know our room tour video was actually really popular. We did my last one in the Star Wars room. There will be another edition of that coming eventually. But for today, this is supposed to be an unboxing for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So the second in the trilogy of 7 remake games.
Yeah.
So this is the Square Enix exclusive, store exclusive collector's edition. This went for $350.
Wow.
Exactly $350. So not a cheap edition of the game. Sold out really quickly, actually, too. This is gonna be unboxing of that. So we'll start with the actual game itself here. This is, I believe, the same contents then as the regular deluxe edition. It was called.
Yeah, it was just a deluxe edition that retailed for $99.99. You got the game. A mini soundtrack. I think it's just a mini soundtrack. I don't think it's a full
we'll
soundtrack.
pop it open. We'll pop it open here. Actually, I'm gonna let you do it.
Yeah,
so I ruin it.
Yeah, don't ruin my stuff.
But literally, it literally just came in a box with this and its own separate thing and that on top of it. So we spared you that part of it, for expediency here. So,
yeah.
What do we got in there?
So, before we get to the nitty gritty, we already forgot something. It's been a while. We kept people waiting, but if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let us know that you like this kind of content, or let us know what we can do to make it better. Now we'll continue on.
Okay.
So what do we got here? We've got the game, right there.
Important part of any.
Yeah, right. That's what you got to have. We got a nice steel book here. This is a steel book of Zack carrying Cloud back to Midgar. Right? Midgar. Yeah, not Midgard. So there's that. We got a nice little art book here. And I think what I'll do is we'll do like close-up shots. We'll do a close-up shot of everything so people
you
can
see some
more
detail on everything, yeah, especially when we get to what's in here. So.
Right. So a nice little art book here. And then something that I always personally like in any collector's edition is a mini soundtrack of the game itself. I think this is key. If you're gonna, make a collector's edition, there are some items that you should always have, and I think some of those items should be an art book and some type of music selection.
And I'll add like some sort of statue to kind of tie it all together, But yeah. I like that it's actually, speaking of the soundtrack, I like that it actually is on a CD.
Yeah.
They could have very easily said, well, you're getting the digital code for a soundtrack. Right. It actually is on a physical CD that is yours forever. That's actually really cool.
And you had 12 tracks on here. So, that's a decent amount of tracks for a soundtrack. That's back in the age of CDs, 12 tracks was pretty much your going rate for the amount of tracks.
It's an album, that works,
So pretty cool stuff right there. And then I do have, because Best Buy had their own pre-order bonus exclusive.
What do we got here?
A bonus steelbook.
Oh, okay.
And
so
I'm actually a fan of this one more than the one that came with the deluxe edition. We'll get a nice close-up of this, but on the Best Buy exclusive steelbooks, you have Sephiroth, Tifa, and Aerith on it. Really nice backdrop on there.
I like the color on that too, with the sunset in the background there, so that looks nice. But
exactly, I think this is very cool. I think it's important to include something like that. But this is the deluxe edition. So if you got the deluxe edition or the Square Enix exclusive collector's edition, this is what you got in your deluxe edition.
Speaking of pre-order bonuses too.
Oh,
What are we wearing?
We are wearing some fancy dancy Final Fantasy VII Rebirth hats. Trucker hats, no less.
Which is exactly what I think of when I think of Final Fantasy. A nice, kind of trucker hat,
Exactly.
Truckers, huge fans, of course, of Final Fantasy. I'm sure,
Exactly.
That's what they're doing at the truck stops, I imagine.
And this is courtesy of GameStop. And those are the only two companies that I noticed had any big pre-order bonuses. Every version of the game, you did get a digital pre-order bonus, which gave you a Moogle band that you could use for your character stats in the game itself.
I was going to say, worth noting on this, too, for even for the regular edition here, it's reversible cover art on this as well, too. Maybe we'll get a close-up of that. So you really have some good display options for the game here between Steelbooks and regular editions here. But I think the piece that everyone wants to see, myself included here, is going to be the statue. So let's get
to it. We'll move this stuff out of the way.
That's a nice steelbook too. Well, like I said, we have close-ups on all of these too.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at this. So I imagine some assembly required.
Maybe.
So let's see.
How's your Japanese?
Watashi wa I don't know.
Non-existent is what.
Nani? Right. Yeah, pretty non-existent aside from what you would gather from anime. So, okay, so we have a little bit of assembly here. So I'm going on to that. Maybe we will do one of those.
Oh my god, oh man, I'm really bummed I missed out on this.
Man, look how big this is too.
I thought it was just a bust, but it's his whole body.
Oh, there's his head.
Oh man, I am salty right now. I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan, to be honest, and I was not a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII game.
What is this?
I liked it's probably something important.
Yeah.
I liked the combat of the original Final Fantasy VII. I liked the materia system. And did not really care for the characters of the story. However, with Remake, I loved it.
Ooh, there's a sword. So yeah, I mean, for me, for Final Fantasy, I never really got into it. Actually, full disclosure, this whole thing actually is my wife's copy of the game. So, but she won't be playing it. She'll be waiting for the Steam release, just as I am, to actually go through it or see me go through it, I guess. But yeah, I'm really more of a Final Fantasy X kind of guy. That's what I grew up with. Yeah. And I'm actually really hoping that once we get through Final Fantasy VII, which we still have at least one more game, then, okay, I think that's everything in there. Then we will get a Final Fantasy X remake, which I would really, really enjoy seeing.
And because of the shot of the camera, I would maybe leave that box here, and we'll put the statue on top of the box, so it'll be nice and centered.
So we got the platform ready.
So good. Oh, man.
Although I did hear that there's rumors, I believe, of a Final Fantasy IX remake, which actually my wife loves that one as well, too, so I guess I'll be playing that one, too, most likely. She's not really a fan of playing them herself, but she does enjoy watching them.
Okay, so with his sword...
Alright, so yeah, so sword, we gotta get his sword going, and his wing. So his sword is he's kind of holding it in his left hand going backwards.
Yeah.
And then we'll get... I don't know what this little clip thing is for.
Oh, I know what they got going on here. Oops. God, the tiniest little piece.
What is that?
It's part of the sword hilt. So you gotta
that's how you get it in. Yeah. I really wish they had like a full picture to go off of. Let's see. Okay, they kind of do at the end here.
Oh, where'd the tiny orange piece go again?
Oh shit,
Hey, we're doing it in real time. I see it.
See. Don't vacuum.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I just realized we might have to put on the head last, but we'll figure this out.
Okay, so the sword hilt is on. God, this looks cool. Well, this head goes on last.
Oh, I see. This is actually all just So that's how this works. Okay.
You can put the head on last.
Maybe it won't matter.
Is your wife doesn't want this.
We got a spot for it already, which I'd love to show you all, but that'll be, hopefully in the next year we'll have my full basement done. Because you all saw the Star Wars video, hopefully. If not, go check that one out, because I think we have a pretty impressive Star Wars room. But there's a whole other section to the basement that I have not shown you, because it's all kind of used as storage right now. But eventually we will have that ready to go as well, too. I don't want to like jam it in, but it's like
right. Okay, so it's this way.
I'm pretty sure I'm doing this right.
All right, I got him in his base.
He's based.
He's based.
Oh, okay, that's what that's for.
The headless horseman. Yeah, so you
I think I got it right. So I'm just trying. I don't want to like jam it in.
I think you're supposed to.
I wonder what that little... See, the clip thing is going to bug me. I don't know what that clip thing's for.
Where'd it go?
Right here.
I wonder if that's like a separator or something.
Must be. Yeah, if you want to take the thing apart or something.
Yeah.
Which I'll have to. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes.
There we go. So the wings are secure.
All right. Where's dude's head at? Let's see.
I got his head right here.
Where does it go?
Okay, so part of his back removes.
Okay, so that's what that clip is for.
Yep.
So far, I mean, very, very impressive, obviously.
Okay, so there's that piece.
That came off pretty easy, then. Yeah.
Yep, you just kind of wedge it in there.
I suppose if you wanted to display him without the wing.
Why would you want to do that?
Great question. I don't know. So as much as I am a Tekken fan, I will say this is beating the hell out of that collector's edition.
Yeah.
But in its defense, I think that collector's edition was like $100 cheaper at least. So
with lighting effects.
With lighting effects as well too, which actually looked really nice.
So we are all set. We got the one-winged angel.
Wow. That is pretty impressive, I must say.
That is... As a famous Seinfeld creator would say, pretty good.
Even the hair is done really, really well. Like shimmering and everything like that. The finish on that's really cool.
Well, what do you think? You think we should get some close-ups for everybody?
I think we should, yeah, because this is pretty damn impressive, I'll have to say.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. We got close-ups coming up. All right, here we are. We're back. We got some close-up action going on right here. So we'll have the Sephiroth statue kind of front and center. God, man.
Very impressive.
I am having the biggest case of, as the Zoomers would say, FOMO right now.
No cap?
No cap. Stop the Riz.
That ass serious, man.
So we got the statue right here. Here's our art book. Oh, man. Be on standby with this statue in case I knock it off.
He may have a wing, but he can't fly. So.
It's a pretty decent sized art book. Like, it's small, but there's a lot of pages here. So I think that's pretty cool. And again, anything with an art book, God, I can't wait. I've played 1 hour of this, and then I've been busy staging my stuff, and I
gotta wait. I gotta wait till the Steam release. That's probably gonna be at least a year away. So, and plus, I still have to actually finish the first one. So, I mean, right. I got so much to do, but I mean, it's just I didn't want to miss out on this.
Sure. We'll go over the steelbooks here. Here's the steelbook that came with the deluxe edition itself and the collector's edition. So, I mean, this is a good-looking steelbook. You got the Buster Sword on the back. Some pretty cool artwork on the inside. Very, very good-looking steelbook.
But I think the Best Buy one has it.
The Best Buy one definitely has it beat. I mean, you got a nice shot of Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith. And then you got the logo on the inside.
Is it Cloud or Sephiroth in the middle there?
Sephiroth. Didn't I say Sephiroth?
You said Cloud.
Did I say Cloud? I'm sorry, I meant Sephiroth. Yeah, I mean that's a good shot. This is sealed. I'm keeping it sealed. I'm not opening it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Sorry, I don't know what the inside looks like. I'm sure there's some type of artwork on the inside. You got the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Just the logo?
Just the logo on the back. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So we got that. And then here's our standard looking case. So this is your retail case. The $69.99. I did reverse the cover art actually. So the original cover art looks like that. So it's similar to the Best Buy Steelbook, but on the retail cover art, it's Cloud, Zack, and Sephiroth. So I do like the reversible cases. A lot of major games do that. I think
it's neat. Yeah, it's just another different way to display it. You know, I like that.
Right. And then we have our soundtrack.
Which, once again, nice to have a physical soundtrack.
Yeah. In an original jewel case. 12 tracks.
You may as well do it, publishers. It costs like probably 50 cents to print that.
Exactly. So that's our close-up shot of the collector's edition. And yeah, I'm really bummed I did not. I had it pre-ordered. I could have gotten it, and then at the time I was like, I'm not a big Final Fantasy 7 or Final Fantasy fan. I don't have a lot of Final Fantasy memorabilia. I do have a contribution for
comparison here. 7.
Yeah. So we'll do. Here's the what would this be? Maybe 1/16 size. But I do have my own One-Winged Angel, courtesy of Nintendo, through their amiibo prints. Similar poses. I mean, the amiibos themselves are pretty cool. We won't let that distract from the more important thing, though, which is this beautiful looking statue.
I mean, obviously a very steep price tag. You had to get on this pretty early, but I mean, this for my wife. This is her game, So I really wanted to have a cool display piece for her. She has the Cloud on the bike from the first game.
Yeah, and that one was cool looking.
That looks really cool too. Don't get me wrong, but I think this one kind of blows it away, which makes me think like, what are they going to do for the third one? That's gonna be really interesting. You think this would be like the finale one right here?
Man, if they don't do like the final form Sephiroth statue in some form, I think that's a big missed opportunity.
That would be interesting to see. Yeah. I think this looks great. This looks iconic. This would display really, really well. Like I said, obviously not cheap, but I think for the price, you're getting something really nice here. I like the painting on it. I like the finish on it. Obviously, you're not looking at any kind of crazy materials. I think this is all just like PVC for the most part, so no resin or anything crazy with this. But it is a really nice looking statue. That's what matters, I think, most.
Good paintwork.
Good paintwork on it. Yeah, it looks great. I love the kind of the color contrast. You got the flames below. It just looks really great. So it beats my my Tekken statue. I'm sad to say, but once again, you get what you pay for. It's a different price point for that.
All right, we'll be right back with the outro to the video. All right, we're back for our little outro here of the collector's edition. Overall, I don't know about you, Spectre, but I would rate this collector's edition in terms of quality and what you get a 10 out of 10.
I'd say it's right up there definitely because it looks great. Fairly reasonably priced for what it is too, But it just looks fantastic, Like I say, it blows the Tekken one out of the water. I'm sorry to say. It just looks fantastic. Even as a kind of a non-Final Fantasy fan, I think this is just very, very cool to display. It's hard for me to think of one like a collector's edition recently that's had this kind of presence to it, really.
Yeah.
But it looks great. I like how tall it is as well too.
Yeah.
Looks. In the contrast of the colors of it too, the flames down here and everything as well.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. I don't know what they're gonna do for the third one because there's gonna be a collector's edition for that, of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
But it's hard. It's gonna be hard to top. This is a very high bar here, so it's gonna be hard to top this.
Yeah, I wasn't being facetious. I feel like you would have to do some type of final form of Sephiroth statue, like maybe like a battle
some kind
scene.
of diorama with like all the characters or something like that.
Maybe not necessarily even all the characters, but at least I guess they all kind of matter to a point. But it's hard to speculate. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be great. The Cloud bike was fucking cool. I passed on that willingly because at the time I knew I was not a big Final Fantasy VII fan. I did buy Remake and I ended up loving it. I don't regret not getting that one. I do regret not getting this one. this is a cool talking piece. This is one of those statues, like my Melania statue. It's like you don't, even if you're not a huge fan of the series, you don't want to miss out on a statue like that because of how cool it is. And Melania, for those of you who don't know, is one of the bosses from Elden Ring. And that is a very cool statue. I do have that on display. It will be part of the room tour.
Coming soon, right?
Coming very soon. The only thing I'm waiting on is the rug. Really will tie the room together, bring the room together.
We hope. But yeah, but any other final thoughts on this? I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's
even
great.
The hair looks incredible.
If you were lucky enough to get it, good for you. And I'm sure this is scalping for a pretty decent amount.
I can imagine. Yeah.
And will I be one that pays the scalper's price for it? No. I will just chalk it up to a loss and move on from there. But yeah, this is fantastic. I can't wait to sink my teeth into the game itself.
I gotta wait a little bit, but yeah.
I've been busy finishing up my room. But yeah, sorry to keep everybody waiting. I know we've been on a hiatus for a while. That I will take full blame on that because I was getting stuff prepared downstairs. So
well, we'll get some good content on the room and everything here. So
yep. We do appreciate anybody who's been watching. Again, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let us, so that you can be made aware when we upload new content. And with all that said, I got nothing else.
That's all I got. Yeah, I mean, definitely please subscribe. We're trying to get close to 100 subscribers. We do have a video plan for the.
We'll give away the Sephiroth statue when we hit 100 subscribers.
Right, you're very generous with other people's stuff.
No, we're not going to do that. But in all seriousness, yes, please show us the love. We enjoy doing this, and we got a lot of good content coming your way. With all that said, we are the Game Reactionists. I am Rorschach.
And I'm Spectre.
Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.